All right, we're here with Ben, who's... Oh,
sorry. Right.
We're here with Ben with Syrinscape. And why don't you tell us what this is?
Yeah, okay. Syrinscape is an app for your iPhone, iPad, Android phone or tablet, PC or Mac. It does beautiful, immersive, incredibly realistic sound for tabletop games. Not just a 10-minute recording of a massive red dragon attacking the town, but actually fully dynamic, customizable massive red dragon attacking the town. So do you want me to give you a little demo?
Yes.
Good.
Go ahead.
So we just, as a game master or a dungeon master, you just touch Peaceful Morning. There's actually quite a very low level background just going on behind, which is mostly drowned out by Gen Con, obviously. Occasional hawker might call out, a cart might pass every now and then, a bird might sort of, call out. It's not going to be the same every time you go to this place because it's actually fully randomizable and never the same. All the sounds are spread out over 3D in random directions, random distances. The most important thing, however, is when you get to the dragon fire attack, you don't have to do anything other than just touch this and tell them to roll for initiative. Oh yeah! Syrinscape then takes care of the rest. It sets off hideous dragon roars, starts some dramatic music, women scream. It all just does it. You want to set off a breath weapon attack? You do that. Say you want to make the red dragon battle happen in heavy rain. You just go down to the storm sound set and turn on some heavy rain. And that mixes in there, so then you can wet your characters as well as burning them to a crisp. Syrinscape will just run and run. It does. It's advantageous, definitely. And that'll just go on and on and on. Say there's no guards in your town, there's no males or something, you just switch off that element. Say you want the dragon roars louder, you turn that up a bit. Say you don't want to have any music, you turn that off and you play some other music on another device or whatever, or you play some music from another sound set, or some music that you've imported into the sound set creator, and Syrinscape will just run and run and run. Never the same, always beautiful. And then when you're ready to stop, notice that one touch, that's right at the beginning of the battle, you don't really need to touch it again. This rainy one we've set up, we can just hit that plus and save it as Dragon in the Rain as a preset, so we don't have to do all that sort of mixing around and going to other places. And then when you're finished, you just hit Aftermath, the dragon battle fades out. Maybe you sort of, play a victory sequence like this. Yay! Over here on the right-hand side is what's so-called one-shots, which can play little musical stings like that, or this very important sound. Yay! Wilhelm scream.
Awesome.
Splash spell effects and things like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's Syrinscape.
And then now, if I understand it right, so we've been messing with the fantasy player, but there's a sci-fi one.
Absolutely.
There's a third one as well,
Yeah,
right?
as a board game player, we have the sounds for Catan. So when you're playing Catan and you roll a 7, it's like, oh, I rolled a 7, oh, never mind, whatever. Apart from the beautiful sounds of the Catan Island, the buzzing insects, the occasional sheep, some Catan music going on there. There's the robber one shot. So next time you roll a 7, you touch this.
I'm going to give you two choices. 1, you give me the thing. 2, I take the thing.
Now, it's not going to be the same every time. Each of these one-shots has multiple things attached. In fact, the robber has 60 different samples. So if I touch it again, it'll be something different. And in fact, this one is set to random. Most of the one-shots are set to shuffle, so you hear every single one before you ever get a repeat. But this one's actually set to random. Since there's 60 of them,
you could get the same one multiple times.
You could get the same one multiple times. You could get all the ones between 1 and 40 like a couple of times, and then 3 months later you pull out Catan and play it again, and you finally hear a completely new robber one-shot that you've never heard before. There's sounds, for building things and lobbing trees down, and my daughter likes to just spam on the sheep. Which she really likes. Yeah, so we have a license with Catan. There's also a license with Boss Monster. Fantastic sort of 8-bit retro card game, which is really, really cool. A couple of really great R&R games, and Orphans and Ashes by Blind Ferret, which is very cool as well. Screaming orphans crackling to death.
So really, on going back to the fantasy one,
yeah.
On the DM side, really all they need to do is kind of configure, okay, I know what kind of dungeon I'm running,
that's
so
right.
I'm going to preload these things, and then it's just a touch of a button.
That's
and then
right.
if I want to tweak it, I can.
That's right, exactly.
Because that's what I found before, is you get these apps, and it's like, oh, well, I gotta find the thing, and it's like, oh, now we're in this thing, so I gotta look for that button.
Absolutely, yeah. So this left-hand column you can actually just customize just to show the 5 different locations you want. You can have the dragons, you then have the goblins, then you have the the dungeon or whatever, and they can all just be showing. You just bring up the one that's ready next, and when you're ready, you just touch that preset and it runs. You don't even have to do anything else with it. If you want to set off Wilhelm screams, like I like to, or sort of dun dun dun.
I think that's what I would do the most.
Yeah, the most, pretty much. Every time I manage to successfully.
Every time a minion dies.
Yay! Or give them a chainsaw.
All right, suddenly I'm getting chainsaws in my D&D games now.
And at the top here, you can just type red drat, and it shows you all the sets that have red drat in them, including the red dragon, obviously.
And that's including the ones you've already preloaded, the ones you've renamed?
That's right, yeah. Any of the words that appear in any of the moods or any of the samples will appear. The sound sets that contain any of those ones, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Windows notification, that's good, thank you. Everyone's notified.
I had that, and now I had a question, and now it's gone.
We had an iPad here, which is run all day, and it slowly loses battery as the day goes on, and it just died just before this interview.
Okay, so I remember now.
Yes,
now,
yay!
If I remember right, the apps are free to download.
Yes.
Now, what comes in the free app, and then how much is it to get more?
Okay, right. So when you download the app for free, you don't even have to register or anything. You get the Bugbear battle, which is kind of a generic humanoid battle with things going "Roar!" The Witchwood, which is a fantastic spooky sort of forest, and a custom moods, which is somewhere where you can actually store all sorts of different things. You can try it out on your device, all those devices I listed before, just about everything that people have. And what was the question? Yes, and then once you try that, you can register. Say then you buy a Red Dragon Mini from the store, it's like $15, $20. You buy the Red Dragon Sounds for $3.99, but they're like 150 sound sets in the Fantasy Player at the moment, so if you like, you can subscribe for $6.50 a month, and everything unlocks for usage while you're a subscriber. Plus, while you're a subscriber, everything we release, which is about 3 or 4 or 5 sound sets every single month, you actually get for free and get permanent ownership of them while you're a subscriber.
So to get full use of the program, it's basically
$6.50 a month. That's right, $6.50 a month. Yeah, it really is crazy not to have everything unlocked, because anyone who's played these games know that people go off track very, very quickly.
Right. And I think if you're someone that's playing the games a lot, if you were to buy the individual things, you'd almost be spending that a month anyways, just to get your each.
That's right.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's lovely to talk to you.
And thank you for showing us Syrinscape.
Yay!
I got it right.